Do you like to try the best of the best foods and to visit new cities? Then you have come to the right place. I'm your host, Don Violet Todd, and welcome back to another episode on Bites and Sights, a show where we dive into cities around the U.S. and show you the best sights that you do not want to miss. This episode, we are focusing on Cincinnati, Ohio, and its surrounding area. Now, I have heard a lot of great things about the food here. For starters, we are going to cover the famous Skyline Chili. My sister has been there before, and I had her send me pictures. She is such a huge fan that she won a pair of sneakers and a gift card. I wish I was as lucky as her. If I had the same shoe size, I would steal these bad boys in a heartbeat. Those sneakers are definitely the newest kicks in town. This diner serves up some good cheese conies, spaghetti, burritos, chips and dip, and so much more. The very first Skyline to open was on October 8th, 1949. It got its name Skyline from the diner's panoramic views of downtown. People call it the flavor of Cincinnati. No one wants to eat the gross Gold Star chili. Like, what even is that? When you order, you can put mustard and onions on your coney, or even some beans and onions on your spaghetti. It might sound gross to you, but it is apparently quite delicious. I have Skyline dip to try now. The ingredients are cream cheese, Skyline chili, and cheese, and it is super easy to make. Even the dumbest people can prepare this. Even you can. You just gotta grab a chip and dig in. Yummy in my tummy. This would be a perfect dish to bring to a party. I will say it is a little messy. No one wants a chili stain on their shirt, unless you do, if you're into that for some reason. The thing I love about covering the Bites segment is that I get free food. If I forget to eat breakfast, I know I will have something waiting for me when I come to work. Sorry to our sites expert, Nick, that you don't get to do the fun part. Not a chili type of person? That's okay. You can try pizza at La Rosa's. Even if you don't like pizza, they have other options such as a salad if you're wanting to start a New Year's diet. If you haven't noticed already, I am wearing an actual La Rosa's workers hat. How does it look on me? Can I pull it off? It does smell a little weird. Is that pepperoni I smell? It might just be the pizza sauce. The sauce they put on the pizza is sweeter than any pizza. The calzones are to die for. A man named Buddy La Rosa opened the place with his friends in 1954 after going against what his father said. This Italian family favorite restaurant is the #1 pizzeria in Cincinnati. It is served all over the area at places such as the Zoo, Kings Island, Riverbend Music Center, Perfect North Slopes, and Great American Ballpark. Buddy La Rosa is known for his wise words and contagious smile. He helps out the Cincinnati community any way he can. Fun fact, he even opened a boxing gym for kids to attend because he is passionate about boxing. Anyone that works at La Rosa's will at some point personally meet Buddy himself. He cares about his community, but really cares about his staff as well. Old people are so cute. Here is him talking to a group of students and sharing some advice.
Because, you know, if you don't enjoy what you're doing, you're going to live lives of quiet desperation. You don't want to do that. You got to enjoy what you're doing. If you're just a manual ditch digger, then be the best and enjoy it.
We certainly can't forget about dessert. Who wants some ice cream? I know I sure do. Even if it is custard or sherbet, I want it all. Unfortunately, I will not be trying the ice cream since it does melt fast. You can never go wrong with ice cream, so I am sure it tastes great regardless that I don't get to try it. I may or may not be taking a trip after this segment just to try Graeter's. I mean, just look at this video. How can you resist? Graeter's handcrafted ice cream has to be one of the longest standing operations since they opened in 1870. It is the only commercial ice cream manufacturer to use the French pot process. This gives it a silky smooth texture and rich chocolate chips. If you want giant chunks of chocolate chips in your ice cream, the black raspberry chip is the one to pick. If that doesn't seem like a flavor up your alley, you have 24 other flavors to choose from. Enough about ice cream, even though, like I said before, I do love it. For all our meat lovers out there, do you like to have barbecue sauce on everything from ribs, wings, to chicken? I do love me some good barbecue sauce. If you don't like that though, that is okay, but I am judging you through the screen. Just ignore what I am going to say for the next 40 seconds. Montgomery Inn has the sauce that is to die for. There is just enough spice and sweetness to bring more flavor to your meat. When you dine in, the place is decked out all fancy for any special occasion. You can even have a view of the Ohio River, if you want to look out and enjoy the view. This would be a good place to eat at before doing a proposal, am I right, ladies? Or is ribs too messy to eat? You can wear these really cute plastic bibs. They will even put them on for you. How nice is that? The bibs could be a little keepsake that could be put into a picture frame. I think our mothers would greatly appreciate that being put up on the wall. Here with me is a bottle of the famous sauce. You can purchase this in stores such as Meijer if you are wanting to try some of the action as well. Wow. Wow. I can see why this is famous. It would taste great on a pulled pork sandwich. The heat and spice is a perfect combination. The sauce is not too thick nor too thin. It happens to be 100% nut-free. How convenient is that for you nut allergies peeps? I feel like a sauce expert right now. Since we are having so much fun, we decided to throw in these barbecue chips. You can only purchase in stores near Cincinnati. Grippo's is a snack food company headquartered in Cincinnati, Ohio, obviously. The founder, Angelo Grippo, opened a one-room office on Court Street in 1919. One of the team members took a long and far journey to get me these to try. The rumors are only some people can handle the heat from these chips. There is so much barbecue powder coated on them that I find it a bit intimidating. I will never be able to tell anyone about the food I try on here again. Let's not get ourselves too worked up. Do you think I have what it takes? Let's find out. Man, this is spicy. I need water. I am breaking a sweat. I guess I am part of the 99.9% that can't handle the heat. Wow, I have really learned a lot about Cincinnati foods. I am so happy I got to eat because all this talk about food is making me hungry. But do not go away just yet. Up next we have Nick telling us all the deets about the sights in Cincinnati. How exciting is that? I would just tell you myself, but I have to share some of the glory. Nick does a great job telling us about the sights segment though. Stay tuned in and you will know if that is true or not.
The family's visit to the forest inspired a beautiful question. Mother, mother, am I a tree? You tell me to stand tall. The trees stand tall. Mother, mother, you tell me to stay rooted. The trees' roots go deep. You tell me to focus on my breath, and the trees breathe for the earth. I think I am a tree. My child, of course you are. But what kind of tree will you be? Will you be the kind that makes shade? Or the kind that shows a new way? Might you be the kind to hug? Or the kind to climb? Doesn't matter which you choose, so long as you choose to be a tree that's kind. The child had a few more questions after that, and the forest had plenty of answers.
Make the forest part of your story at a park near you. Find one at discovertheforest.org.
Thanks for sharing a slice of the 513 with us, Don. My name is Nick Miller, and I'm your sights expert. Today I will be giving you a rundown of the must-see places in Cincinnati. Now, you might be wondering, what unique sights does the Queen City have? I thought the same thing before I went. Turns out, there are many tourist-type attractions that you have to check out. I've visited family in Cincy a few times now, so I'm basically a professional when it comes to this. Now, let's not waste any time and get right into it. I'd like to start off with sharing my personal favorite place to visit, the Findlay Market. It's Ohio's oldest public market and one of the city's most visited places, welcoming more than 1 million visitors every year. Located just a few minutes from the heart of Cincy, a heart of the city and over the Rhine, Findlay Market is the place to go for locally sourced fresh and specialty foods. It's been in operation since 1855 and has over 50 merchants and sellers there every day. Each weekend, the market hosts a farmer's market, outdoor vendors, specialty events, and even sometimes street performers. It's open Tuesday through Sunday, year-round. My personal favorite place to eat there is M's Sourdough Bread. They have amazing ham and cheese breakfast sandwiches. The staff is friendly and the service is fantastic. Every time you bite into their bread, it feels like there is a moment of peace in the hectic market around you. It's delicious. I could talk about this for days, but unfortunately, that's not my job. I will be the bite expert one day, Don Violet Todd. I will be good enough. One day. Mark my words. Sorry about that, everyone. I got a little carried away. Well, now that that's out of the way, let me talk to you about the Union Terminal, also known as the Cincinnati Museum Center. This was one of the last great American train stations ever built. The Union Terminal is a Cincinnati icon and one of the most widely regarded examples of the Art Deco style. Here's a photo of me when I visited with my family. Look at that ceiling. Have you ever seen a ceiling more beautiful? The rotunda is one of the most breathtaking pieces of architecture in the city. It opened in 1933. I have a few postcards here so I could remember how great it was to visit. So fun! In 1971, James O. Bonamino, who was also known as Jungle Jim, wanted to start his business as a produce stand. It has now evolved into a wild 6+ acre attraction. Some call it a theme park, some call it a grocery store. I like to call it my favorite attraction in Cincy with the most magical bathrooms in the city. Let's take a look at how amazing the store truly is. Jungle Jim's likes to buy used equipment from places such as amusement parks, arcades, or any other things you may think as junk. The store is full of themed aisles, including singing corn on the cob, a Robin Hood themed candy section, a cheese tower that weighs half a ton. It's truly zany. You have to see for yourself. I'm personally a big fan of soup. I'm known as the soup guy to everyone I meet. Jungle Jim's is one of my favorites because there is a Campbell's soup man on a swing. Here's the most recent photo I took with him. Now, I don't know his real name, but I'd like to call him Nick Jr. He's a mini-me, except he's not actually at all. He's soup! Unfortunately, though, I am not soup, just a soup guy. Another fun fact about me is I love Elvis Presley. There's a singing Elvis line near the jelly beans. Let's take a look at one of the songs he sings to customers. And he does that for free? This is truly an incredible store. The last wonderful sight I have for you today is the sign of the times. And yes, to all you Harry Styles fans out there, I did mean to say that to make sure you were still with me. Fantastic song, by the way. Just stop your crying. It's the Sign Museum of the Times. Created in 1999, this museum is full of bright lights and colorful signs, became open to the public in 2005. The American Sign Museum takes you through a half-century of sign history. Beginning with the fancy gold leaf glass signs of the early 1900s, there are signs from every era displayed here. These signs cannot be passed up. Guided tours are offered and are a preferred way to experience the American Sign Museum's collection. This is a quirky site in the 513 you do not want to miss. The museum is open Wednesday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Sunday from noon to 4 p.m. It's actually a great place to take Instagram pictures. You have to be careful though, because it's hard to get a good photo of just you with no one else in the background due to how busy it is. Like seriously, this was more of my special day. How dare they pose right behind me and ruin a beautiful shot? I guess I'll have to go back again sometime soon to take more.
Hello, Nick. Thank you for sharing the Cincy sights with us.
Oh, hey Don. When did you get here?
I'm always here, Nick.
Okay, that's not creepy at all. Anyway, now that we're done with that, I guess, would you like to share your site you'd like to go visit the most in Cincy?
I want to visit Jungle Jim's one day. That place looked like my dreams, so it would be surreal to visit in person.
Your dreams look like that? That's a little concerning, Don.
No, it's actually fun, soup guy. What food were you wanting to try?
Well, you see, Don, I have visited Cincy a numerous amount of times, so I've had all the food already, and I could probably host your segment way better than you did.
Wow, you know, that's pretty rude. I like the skyline dip the most.
Well, I didn't ask. Anyway, thanks for tuning in to this episode of Bites and Sights. I personally hope that you, the viewer, I prove to you that the city of Cincy is a perfect travel destination for your next weekend getaway. Well, Don, I hope we will see the viewers next week where we explore the wonderful city of Gary, Indiana. Goodbye for now.